After almost 7 decades of service, Plant Eaton was retired at the end of 2012, leaving behind a legacy of leading Mississippi Power into modern power generation and lifetimes of memories. In the late 1930s, Mississippi Power began assessing the need to increase its generating capacity. With World War II on the horizon, defense production was growing at a rapid pace, and so was the demand for electricity. By 1941, electricity load growth was 5 times the normal rate. This increase in demand led to the company's announcement in 1941 that it would build a plant on the Leaf River near Hattiesburg. Located in the center of Mississippi Power's service territory, the site would help control voltage throughout the system. Built during the Second World War, Mississippi's first high-pressure steam plant set new standards as the largest and most modern electric generating facility of its time. Named for the company's first president, Barney Eaton, it was also Mississippi Power's first original generating plant, dwarfing in size and capacity the existing plants the company had acquired when it formed in 1925. Construction of the plant had numerous challenges. Manufacturers initially promised delivery of materials within 20 months, but by late 1941, the United States was entering World War II, and minimum delivery times were adjusted to 33 months. Then, in August 1942, the Federal War Production Board revoked the plant's priority rating. After 16 months of persistent appeals for reinstatement, the WPB finally authorized construction, which began February 1, 1944. Excavation of the plant site had just begun when record-setting rainfall in early March 1944 led to flooding along the Leaf River, causing further delays. It was also difficult to make up for the lost time because of a shortage of workers, since most able-bodied men were serving in the military at the time. Despite all of these challenges, the plant's Unit 1 came online at 10:55 p.m. on March 22, 1945, with 22,500 kilowatts of electricity. Unit 2, completed in 1947, and Unit 3, added in 1949, increased the plant's total capacity to 67,500 kilowatts, more than doubling the existing capacity of some 30 smaller plants throughout the state. This increase in capacity demonstrated Mississippi Power's attention to post-war growth and economic expansion.
After World War II, a lot of the older men that was working here when I came to work here, a lot of them had gone through World War II and had come back and come to work for the power company after the war.
Throughout the 1950s and early 1960s, Plant Eaton, which could run on oil and gas, operated at full capacity, and its more than 50 employees worked around the clock to produce electricity. By the mid-1960s, Plant Eaton began transitioning from a baseload facility to a peaking facility.
For peaking facilities like Plant Eaton and Plant Sweat, we spend a lot of time being ready to get off of the bench and into the game. So some of the work that we do may be considered routine, maybe even to the point of monotonous, but it's very important because it keeps us ready to respond.
Still, the plant remained a vital part of Mississippi Power's generating fleet, not only running during extreme cold and extreme heat peaking periods, but also by providing reliable power and system stability while helping the company in South Mississippi recover in the aftermath of devastating storms such as Hurricane Camille in 1969 and Hurricane Katrina in 2005.
For a few weeks thereafter Katrina, the Eaton units were a primary source of energy for the restoration activities in this area, so we're really proud of that.
Over the last 67 years, almost 200 Mississippi Power employees have called Plant Eaton home.
I spend 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, or nights or whatever here at this plant, and it's home. It's going to be greatly missed after I retire, you know. A lot of guys I've worked with is retired, and I still call them to this day from time to time, just check in on them, see how they're doing, you know, because they're family.
The close-knit family of employees share fond memories of the plant that they affectionately call Mayberry.
I began to emphasize the atmosphere at the plants, the great place to work. So in my mind, it was synonymous with Mayberry as Plant Eaton and Mount Pilot as Plant Sweat.
We had a lot of fun and joking and carrying on, and we worked hard, and we worked together, and we were a team. I can tell you that. It was a team effort. It was not any one person, okay? And everybody here had to do the job and do it right. And if it did, then everything was just lovely, you know?
So that's what you call a team that works together, employees that was there for one another, and we looked at each other as family.
The employees also pride themselves in the plant's renowned safety record. There's never been a serious injury or fatality at Plant Eaton.
Out of all these years I worked at this plant, I never had an accident. No lost hand, no nothing. Had the best sick leave record when I left here.
There is a very healthy and proper focus on safety at every level in the company today, and rightfully so.
Plant Eaton's proud heritage of almost 70 years of service could be seen in the darkness of the basement, felt in the coolness of the control rooms, and heard in the constant hum on the turbine floor. Today, we honor that heritage.